Alright guys, we're here at our next stop at the Supergiant booth here at PAX East. We're trying out Transistor. Standing next to me is the man himself, Greg Kasavin. And first off, the most exciting thing about Transistor this year is we have a release date.
Yeah, that's right.
So Greg, I'm going to give you the honor of telling everybody.
Thank you. Yeah, it's coming out May 20th, so in just a month and change on PlayStation 4 and PC.
So, very close. We just got a chance to try it out. Now, for people who are new to the Transistor scene, maybe they weren't on board last year during PAX East, pitch the game in, say, a sentence or two. What is Transistor?
Yeah, so we like having it hands-on here so people could just play it for themselves, because it's kind of hard to describe, but we call it a science fiction-themed action RPG where you use this kind of extraordinary weapon of mysterious origin and fight your way through this kind of futuristic city. That's kind of the basic setup, but I think, having played it, there's more to it than that. We try to combine this kind of strategic planning mode in with like fast and responsive action RPG style combat in what we hope is an interesting way to keep the gameplay feeling very open. It has kind of, I think, some of our, hopefully signature attention to detail when it comes to combining narrative and gameplay together in what we hope is an interesting way.
So, considering that the first public demo was released for last year's PAX East, what has the progression been like between then and now in terms of the build that you're showing off today?
Yeah, so the main thing we've done since last year is like finish most of the game. Because a year ago at PAX East was when we showed the game for the very first time, as you said. What we're showing here today is the beginning of the game. It's similar content to what we showed last year, but it has a lot of refinements, particularly in what happens when you level up.
Yes.
That system is something that is really important to us that we haven't shown or talked about at all up until now. And basically what it allows you to do is you get these different functions in the Transistor, you get these different abilities, and you discover that you can kind of combine them in different ways to produce totally different results. So there are thousands of different power combinations in the game in total, and we think it's something that'll keep people kind of discovering new things over the entire duration of the game and then some. Because it was really important to us where, the whole game is supposed to be about this mysterious weapon, for you to always feel like there's something more that it could do that you don't even realize yet and so forth, and this system is a big part of that.
And the weapon, of course, has a personality of its own, and I imagine later down the line becomes a very integral part to the story. I know no spoilers, you can't really say.
No, that is definitely fair to say. You discover immediately that there's this voice coming from this weapon, and it's a voice that's familiar with Red, the main character of the game, so they have this kind of relationship going immediately, and what happens to them over the course of the story, we hope people will enjoy.
So, just a quick question about the narration. Who is the narrator? Because he pretty much drives the story. He did so in Bastion. He's doing so now, and it's a very different form than it was in Bastion.
Yeah.
So, is it the same person who did the narration for Bastion?
Is it the same voice actor?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It is Mr. Logan Cunningham. He's right over there, in fact. He was the voice of the narrator in Bastion, and he's the voice of the Transistor in this game. It was really exciting for us to work with Logan again in this capacity, and as what we think is like a really different character and a really different vibe. In Bastion, he sounds like this kind of grizzled old man, and here he's a guy who's kind of along for the ride with you. He's experiencing the events of the story as they unfold, we wanted to contrast the kind of bizarre look of this weapon with like a very kind of normal sounding voice, and hopefully it's a character that people will become attached to and find is very interesting.
Whatever you're paying him, I hope you've doubled it.
He's awesome. I mean, he's helping us right here at PAX and stuff, so yeah.
So everything about Transistor looks great, guys, from the artwork to the gameplay to the narration. You're going to get to play it next month. That's the most exciting part about it. If you're around for PAX East and you haven't played it yet, what are you waiting for? Greg, thanks so much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right. See you later, guys. Hope you get into it.